Hey everybody, this is Industrial Action, and I am bringing to you today another video of my One Replica's Qui-Gon Jinn. You're probably asking yourself why I'm doing this, and the reason is simple. We want to show off a new board. So what we'll do first is we'll talk a little bit about how this is set up and how it's a little bit different than Spark. So when I did my initial reveal video, you might remember that I said that I put a Quad Rebel in here. So this has got a custom red, green, royal blue. And I'm sure some people were scratching their heads wondering why I wasted that kind of money to have that custom LED made when I'm not using the blue dye. Well, for Spark I'm not. One of the benefits of Spark, Nigon realized, was that we could turn Spark into a miniature igniter. It needed some hardware and firmware changes, but it was simple enough. So this is the same basic install. This has one 18650 in it, the same speaker. It's 23mm Railmaster, which honestly I'm not real happy about that speaker. I am going to change it at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I do want to show off the video today. This now is fully featured, has all the same features as Igniter, including the new dual phase. And I've talked a little bit about dual phase in my Corsec version 2 reveal thread, which will also be coming out today. But we'll go ahead and talk about it in the Qui-Gon. So we'll get it fired up. So there's my nice green. Orange blasters. FX mode. Red clash. And dual phase. So you just heard my dual phase sound. Now I've got my purple main blade. Same blaster settings. Same clash settings. FX again. And dual phase back into green. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights, so hang on a second. Alrighty. Alright, we'll do dual phase one more time so you can see it. This is the classic mode of dual phase. So this is where we're going to switch our main blade color. This does honor blade shade, so if I had blade shade set up, going in and out, it would use blade shade. So we'll power this down. And that was Stoic. This is Essence Episode 1, just to show that it is fully featured. You can hear my tracks playing. And I can fire up the saber, of course. I'll do it without that. So this one I set up with a nice Viridian color. Then we'll switch it over. This is Pod Racer. So this has got a nice orange blade. We've got our blue blasters. We got our lockup sounds. And dual phase. So now we've got it going into a nice cyan color. And back to my main blade color. Then we'll power it down. And we'll go over there. Go to the next one. This is the Chosen One. Chosen One I have set up with a purple main. And there's FX. Alright, so here's the purple blade again. We'll do... This is lock mode. So this is kind of the cutting the door. This will stay engaged. Do an aux tap, go black to our main color there. So again, engage it, start doing our cutting, and then aux out of it, right back to our main blade color. Here's a blue. Engage aux, or engage our classic mode. Flipping over to the Old Republic Viridian, and take it back out into our blue. Blasters, an easy blast. Lock up. This is Face by Mad Cow. Nice yellow. Lots of easy blast in there. Revenge. Do a nice red blade. Again, here's the lock mode with the cutting door feature. Back to our main blade color. Blade Shade Blasters. Lock mode. Transform by Link. It's got some cool blade effects on it. Transition out using our dual phase. Flip it back. Blasters. You can see in there Blade Shade, giving me different colors, slightly tweaking them. Robot Armada playing in the back, the FX. And Rain Sizzle. This is probably one of my all-time favorite fonts. I got some cool effects going in here. This one I set up without a dual phase sound. This one so I could just show you that it still works even without a sound. So here's a silver white blade. Lock up. Blasters. And we can switch it back over. So let me get the lights. So, as I was saying, this is the Igniter Mini install of my Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, as you can see, has all the fonts, all the features. You can do essentially everything that Igniter can do. The only real difference is that the audio amp is not as powerful as the one on Igniter. So, you know, it's a little bit quieter, but honestly, I don't mind. I think it sounds fine. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the speaker I'm using in the Saber, but I think it still comes across. You get the idea of how it all looks and functions. All the dual phase modes, all the colors, everything that you're used to in Igniter in a very teeny tiny package. 1 3/4 inches long and just under an inch wide. So, beautiful, great, fits in any build pretty much, and you know, keep an eye out for seeing Igniter Mini in more builds to come. Thanks, guys.